think not producing a tornado right now, but it can in just an instant. So please be continuing to take shelter here. It's not passed through Athens and Tanner yet. Is off to your west just a little bit.
Okay, so thank you, Andy. So the tornado that Brad Arnold just showed us, we just got an ominous still image of that. I'll try to pull that up. Yeah, here we go. This is what we just saw from Brad Arnold's feed not too long ago. That tornado, I think, is probably occluding into the supercell, but we very immediately almost got a new, bigger circulation closer to Brad that's going to go still right over Park City Heights. So nothing changes here. Tornado is about to go through Westbrook, Park City Heights, Howell Mill. Get ready, all right, and take shelter. Athens, you guys need to stay in your safe spot over towards Oakdale and Fairmount. And then we've also got this storm here that's moving up towards Ardmore that needs a new tornado warning as it's got still a very obvious rotation signature there moving across Interstate 65 right now. Currently, all of the storms that are supercellular in nature that are moving towards Chattanooga are not tornado warned right now at this moment. However, they are all rotating, and if one of them starts to take advantage of the environment down here a little bit more efficiently, we might see a tornado warning with some of these storms as they come up towards Chattanooga. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Every time we do a live stream in this area, I feel like everybody in the chat's from Chattanooga, so I'm talking to you guys specifically. We just got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning in Walker, Whitfield, and Catoosa County in Georgia. That's going to be for this storm that's coming up towards Trenton and Chickamauga. That's going to have golf ball sized hail and potentially 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in there. The Athens storm continues to look quite concerning, both on reflectivity and velocity. However, I'm really hoping that the town of Athens is not going to have to deal with a tornado here, as
has been issued.
A lot of that circulation looks to be to the south of town, but we don't want you to come out of your safe spot just yet. We don't want to go off of hope. So give it another 14 minutes, and then we'll let you know what to do from there. This storm will move towards Capshaw and maybe towards Huntsville or areas just north of Huntsville if it survives and continues to move off to the east in the way that it is.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New warning here for Ardmore. And that's going to be for this rotation near Thach. Get ready in Ardmore all the way over towards Hazel Green, Alabama. You guys are under a tornado warning now. The tornado that Brad just saw on his live stream is now going over Highway 231 if it's still making connection with the ground. Next stop, Howell Hill, Tennessee. We also just got a new tornado warning for the storm that Andy has been talking about for quite some time to the north and east of High Top. We officially have that tornado warning for Pleasant Grove, Anderson, Montauk, and Orme as it comes up. And this is one of the storms that's going towards Chattanooga too. Don't know if it'll continue to be able to produce a tornado by the time it gets to you, but just know that we're watching it and it's heading in your direction. Excuse me. All right, so now the high top storm officially has that tornado warning associated with it. It still looks to be like this could be down. So if we are in Pleasant Grove or Anderson, we got to get to shelter now. The warnings that were a little bit more towards East Tennessee have been allowed to expire. the tornado warnings anyways. The storms that are approaching Knoxville actually don't even have severe thunderstorm warnings on them now. However, as you can see through this camera at the University of Tennessee, it's still going to be an intense storm. We see nonstop lightning and, lots of activity approaching Knoxville now. That's going to be a thing. Storms are a little bit stronger farther to the south. Saudi, Daisy, and Dayton. You guys are about to experience some 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1.5-inch in diameter hail. We're seeing some more rotation in our storm near Altamont, moving towards Palmer, Tennessee. You guys are under a tornado warning. You're going to want to take to shelter as well. Chattanooga, you guys just got under a new severe thunderstorm warning, ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Most of that's going to lift off past the town here and go north and east. I think your biggest problems, once again, are going to come from these storms here as they move up towards you. But this is the live camera from Chattanooga right now. And you can see there's lightning all around. Probably quite the lightning show. If you go outside and look around in Chattanooga. Wouldn't advise that, but you can see it there through the Radar Omega app. We still have quite the rotation signature on our storm approaching Bridgeport and Montauk here in northeast Alabama. And Athens, I think that give it another 8 minutes or so, and you guys should be able to come out of your safe spot, and hopefully that circulation has continued to go south of town and we don't have anything to worry about there. I think we can almost say the same thing for Ardmore, but I wouldn't get too comfortable up there just yet. Let's stay in our safe spots probably for the next 30 minutes at least. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, we might see a tornado warning in southeastern Missouri here. For Ironton and Frederickstown, we have Storm Runner Media out ahead of that. That would be the northern edge of this sort of a line of storms here. I believe it is a pretty strong rotation.
A
both
new
from
tornado warning has been
the
issued.
St. Louis radar and also the Paducah radar will show it very well. You'll see some very strong velocities there. So a bit of a radar hole here, but please y'all watch out in northern Iron County, Missouri, and into Madison County, Missouri.
All right. Thank you, Andy.
New information.
We've got,
this tornado,
maybe a tornado warning
has
coming
been
soon
upgraded
for Des Arc and Annapolis. Y'all get ready to take shelter. Also Piedmont, Greenville. You guys have got an extremely strong storm heading towards you over here in Missouri. I want to go back to Indiana, and then we're going to go check on those new warnings. The storm that was producing 90-mile-per-hour winds over here near Mount Vernon, that is now just a regular 60-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warning. So Evansville, you guys should get ready for a really big storm here, but I don't think it's going to be the same monster that maybe we thought it was going to be when it had that more classic bow echo shape.
A new
Real quick,
tornado warning
my goodness,
has
we
been
got
issued.
so many new warnings to cover. Exactly what we talked about earlier is happening now in our flash flood emergency. Okay, the orientation of our warm front is kind of aligning itself with this area again. We're going to see several hours of torrential rain here. The waters will rise again. If you are in Springfield, Portland, and Westmoreland in Tennessee, north of Nashville, we'll probably even see some expansions to that flash flood emergency to the west and to the east as significant flash flooding begins over the next little bit. Okay, so let's check out these new tornado warnings. Huntsville, Alabama is officially under a tornado warning now. We need everybody in that town to take shelter as the Athens storm is now past Athens for the most part and moving towards Capshaw, Oakland, and Huntsville. More immediately towards French Mill, East Limestone, and Fairview. We may have a tornado down here, so we need you to take shelter. Okay. And then we've also got the storm that Brad was on. I think he's abandoned it. But I still think that it's likely producing a tornado or about to. I don't know, but it's something's going on here near Howell Mill. So we need to make sure that just because Brad Arnold's abandoning this storm. He's probably just going to go check on his family down there in North Alabama. Everybody knows that this is still a serious situation, and we could have a tornado coming for you here in Howell Mill, Corridor Crossroads, Flintville, Sycamore Swamp, and Huntland in Tennessee. All right. A little bit farther to the east, north and east of Scottsboro, Alabama, we've got a rotation signature near Hollywood and Bellefonte. Moving up Highway 72 towards Yucca and Sulphur Springs in Alabama. You guys are under a tornado warning. Take shelter. No tornado warning with the storm moving up towards Chickamauga. But this is definitely a considerable severe thunderstorm warning with golf ball size hail. And we just got a huge considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Athens, Tennessee, Charleston, Tennessee, and Dayton, Tennessee. Get ready for 70 mile per hour winds and ping pong ball sized hail in those areas. The tornado warning continues for the next 35 minutes for Palmer, Tennessee, and the rotation there is let up a little bit, but we still have a potential tornado trying to form near Fremont, moving towards Colmont, and once again moving towards Collins, Bakertown, and Palmer in Tennessee. You got to take shelter. Knoxville, Tennessee is now under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60 mile per hour winds. Nothing tornadic with that as far as we can tell right now, so just get indoors and away from windows and you should be fine.